All right, so ready to ditch those fluffy robes in the cucumber water and really dig into some serious spa knowledge.
I am.
Today, we are going deep into the world of spas.
Yes, we are.
And trust me, this is not just about pampering yourself.
No, it's about strategy.
It's about maximizing your spa experience.
Exactly.
Whether you are a total newbie or you are a seasoned spa goer, I guarantee you there are tips in here that you've never even considered.
I think you're right.
And to guide us on this deep dive, we are turning to the experts at Spavelous Online Magazine.
Sounds great.
They're like spa whisperers.
Yes.
They really know their stuff.
They really do.
And one thing that I thought was so interesting that they brought up was the importance of the mental game.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Like, we often think of spa days as purely like a physical experience.
Right.
But they highlight the mental transition.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
I think it's so important and something we often forget.
Yeah.
You're rushing from work or, school or errands or whatever.
Life.
Yeah. All this chaos.
All the chaos, and then suddenly
Zen.
you're supposed to be zen.
Exactly.
And relax.
And it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, sometimes it takes me half the massage to decompress.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And so Spavelous had this tip, and I think it's brilliant.
What is it?
Arrive 15 to 20 minutes early.
Okay.
But it's not about just being punctual.
Yeah.
It's about giving yourself that buffer time to kind of...
Shed the outside world.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like this pre-relaxation ritual.
I love that.
It's a mental palate cleanser.
Ooh, that's good.
It's about shifting gears mentally. And actually, there's fascinating research on this.
Is there really?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me.
Stress hormones like cortisol,
Cortisol, uh-huh.
they linger in our systems,
Oh, no?
even when we think we've relaxed.
Really?
Yeah. So by giving ourselves that extra time to unwind before treatment even starts,
Yeah?
we're actually setting ourselves up for a deeper, more beneficial experience.
That makes so much sense.
It really does.
I've never really thought about it that way.
Yeah.
I just thought, you got to fill out the paperwork and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's more than that.
It's about that mental shift.
Exactly.
And, another thing I thought was interesting is that Spavelous is really big on the no technology thing.
Yes, I saw that too.
They advocate for a completely tech-free spa zone.
100%.
I'll be honest with you, the thought of being without my phone for even an hour.
I know, it's hard.
I know, it's so hard.
Makes me a little twitchy too.
It's like that phantom limb syndrome almost.
Right.
Right.
Where's my phone?
Where's my phone?
But there's a reason why.
There is.
This is so key to the spa experience.
Yeah.
It's not just about creating a peaceful atmosphere for everyone.
Okay.
It's really about how that constant digital stimulation impacts our nervous systems.
That's true.
Our brains are just bombarded with information all day long.
That's so true.
And it can actually prevent us from deeply relaxing.
So interesting. That it's giving our brains a break.
Our brains.
Not just our bodies.
Okay. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, and when we disconnect like that, our stress levels decrease.
Okay.
Our minds quiet down.
Yeah.
And we tap into a deeper sense of peace.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so powerful.
It is.
So got to put those phones away, folks.
Away they go.
Okay. What else do they recommend for maximizing relaxation during this spa visit?
So they had some thoughts on the whole robe culture.
Oh, yeah. What was with the robes?
They're comfy.
Yes.
But Spavelous suggests that it's more than that.
Okay.
It's about shedding your outer identity.
What?
It's about embracing vulnerability.
That's so interesting.
I've
never thought about it that way.
It's like stepping out of your everyday persona and into this more relaxed, receptive state.
That's a great point.
And that vulnerability can actually enhance the spa experience.
Really?
If we let go of our need to be on all the time, we're more open to the healing and the restorative power of the treatments.
That's a great point.
It's like giving ourselves permission to just be.
Permission to just be.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. And so while we're on that topic of letting go, Spavelous also reminds us that spas are generally whisper-only zones.
Okay, I'm going to push back a little bit on this one.
Okay, I knew you would.
Because, I get the need for quiet.
Yes.
But, sometimes isn't a little chatter part of, the social experience of the spa?
It can be.
Yeah, especially if you're with a friend.
Yeah.
If you're there with your bestie.
Yeah.
You're not going to be whispering secrets.
Whispering secrets. You're going to want to talk.
You're going to have a little fun.
So how do we navigate that?
Yeah, I think it's about being mindful.
Mindful.
A little bit of quiet conversation is totally fine.
Okay.
But it's important to be aware of the overall atmosphere.
Yeah.
And the other guests.
Yeah.
Who might be seeking a truly tranquil experience.
Yeah.
Right, so maybe save the gossip session for the post-spa lunch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Save it for later.
Exactly.
And the science backs up the quiet thing.
It does.
Oh, yeah. Noise can actually trigger our stress response.
Really?
Yeah. Especially loud, jarring sounds.
Interesting.
It elevates our cortisol levels.
The cortisol.
Cortisol is back.
Not our friend at the spa.
No, not at the spa.
So even if we don't realize it all, that chatter is preventing us from fully relaxing?
Exactly. A hushed atmosphere allows our nervous systems to settle.
Okay.
Our heart rates slow down and our minds to quiet.
It's creating a sanctuary for the senses.
It really is.
I love that.
It's a symphony of relaxation.
Okay, we're getting very poetic here, but I like it.
Why not?
All right, so let's move on to another very important aspect of spa etiquette.
Okay, what's that?
Hygiene.
Of course.
Okay. I will admit the pre-sauna shower thing has always kind of grossed me out a little bit.
I get that.
But I understand why it's important.
It's essential.
Okay, tell me why.
It's about communal respect.
Okay.
When we're sharing a spa space with others, we each have a responsibility to contribute to a clean and comfortable environment.
So we're all part of like this spa ecosystem.
We are.
Yeah.
And by adhering to good hygiene practices,
Yeah.
we're showing respect for ourselves, our fellow spa goers, and the space itself.
It all makes sense now.
It does.
Okay, so we've talked about the mental game, the tech detox, the robe culture, the whisper-only zone, the importance of hygiene.
Yep.
What else do we need to know to really navigate this spa like a pro?
Let's talk about some smart spa strategies.
Okay.
Things like tipping etiquette,
Ooh, yeah.
handling valuables, and the importance of planning ahead.
I am so glad you brought up tipping because I have always been a little confused about that.
I think a lot of people are.
Like, what is the appropriate amount to tip?
It's simpler than you think.
Okay.
20% is standard for most spa treatments.
20%.
But it's always a good idea to check the spa's policy.
Oh, good point.
Some places include gratuity in their rates.
Got it.
And we don't want to accidentally double tip.
Or under tip.
Or under tip, exactly.
Yeah, that would be bad.
It would be. And remember, tipping isn't just about money.
Right.
It's about acknowledging the skill and effort of the therapist.
That's true.
These are professionals who are dedicated to our well-being.
Yeah.
And tipping is a way to show our appreciation for their hard work.
It's like voting with your dollars.
It is.
For the things that you value.
Exactly.
Okay, so speaking of valuable things.
Oh, yes.
Spavelous also advises leaving your valuables at home.
100%.
Like I heard a story once about someone who lost this really precious earring in the steam room.
Oh, no.
Could you imagine?
A nightmare.
A total nightmare.
Yeah, and it's not just about preventing theft.
Okay.
It's about freeing ourselves from the worry and distraction of keeping track of our stuff when we leave those things behind. We can fully immerse ourselves in the spa experience.
So it's about letting go of the outside world and embracing the present moment.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, and finally, Spavelous emphasizes the importance of planning ahead.
Planning ahead.
I'll admit I'm guilty of the last-minute scramble for appointments.
Oh my gosh, me too.
But they make a good point.
What's that?
Planning in advance not only guarantees you get your preferred time and service, but it eliminates that will they, won't they have availability anxiety.
Oh, that's the worst.
The worst.
It really is.
It's about setting yourself up for a seamless, relaxing experience.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered so much ground here, from the mental game to smart spa strategies.
A lot.
Before we move on to before and after care, any final thoughts on maximizing relaxation during the spa visit itself?
I think the key takeaway is be proactive.
Proactive. Okay.
Communicate your needs.
Communicate your needs.
Don't be afraid to speak up about your preferences.
Yeah.
Ask questions and make sure that you are getting the most out of your treatment.
Right. Because at the end of the day, it is your spa day.
It is your spa day.
You deserve to enjoy it to the fullest.
You do.
And the more we communicate our needs, the better equipped the spa staff is to create a truly personalized and transformative experience.
For sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a moment to absorb all this wisdom.
Yes, let's.
And then we'll come back and we'll talk all about before and after care.
Sounds good. Welcome back to our spa deep dive.
We are back.
You know, it's fascinating how much of a spa day is actually about what happens outside the treatments themselves.
Right, like we've been talking all about the mental prep and the tech detox, Even like the robe psychology.
I love that rogue psychology.
It's a real thing.
It is.
It's like setting the stage for the main event.
Precisely. And that brings us to another really crucial aspect highlighted by Spavelous.
Okay, what's that?
Before and after care.
Before and after care, okay.
It's like bookending your spa experience with the right practices to truly maximize those benefits.
Okay, I'm ready. I want to extend this spa day wisdom beyond just those like blissful 2 hours at the spa.
Absolutely. Give it to me.
Unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
They're huge on hydration.
Of course, like, it's not a spa without that cucumber water, right?
Exactly. But Spavelous digs a little deeper.
Okay.
They point out that many treatments, especially heat-based ones,
Like saunas?
like saunas, steam rooms,
Yeah.
they can really dehydrate you.
Oh, I never really thought about that.
Yeah. And it's not just about feeling thirsty.
Okay.
Dehydration impacts both our physical and mental clarity.
Wow.
It can actually diminish the entire sense of rejuvenation that we're seeking.
So we're talking gallons of water here. What's the best way to hydrate for a spa day?
It's not about chugging water right before.
Okay.
Spavelous suggests consistent hydration in the days leading up to your treatment.
Oh, interesting.
It's about prepping your body to better handle that potential fluid loss.
So it's like a baseline.
It's a baseline rather than like a last-minute fix.
Exactly. And don't forget to listen to your body during and after your treatments as well.
Okay.
If you feel thirsty, drink water.
Simple as that.
It is.
Okay. Hydration check. What else does Spavelous recommend for before and after care?
They have some intriguing advice about trying something new.
Okay.
It's so easy to get stuck in a spa rut.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so guilty of that.
Always booking the same massage or the same facial.
Totally.
But Spavelous is encouraging us to see the spa as an opportunity for growth.
I like that.
Maybe there's a treatment you've always been curious about but intimidated to try.
Ooh, like that weird fish pedicure.
Okay, maybe not that one.
No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But seriously,
Hey.
what are some examples of things that people could branch out into?
Well, how about sound healing?
Sound healing.
It's becoming so popular.
I've heard of it.
It uses specific frequencies and vibrations to promote relaxation.
Okay, that sounds a little out there to me.
It can be, but it's worth a try.
Okay, maybe.
Or how about Ayurvedic treatments?
Oh, Ayurvedic treatments.
Yeah.
I've actually read a bit about Ayurveda.
They focus on balancing the body's energies.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's all about expanding our definition of what a spa can offer.
Okay.
And who knows, you might discover a new favorite way to pamper yourself.
You never know until you try, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm convinced next spa day I'm venturing into the unknown.
I love that spirit.
What other before and after care gems does Spavelous have for us?
Well, they touch on something really important.
Okay.
Honesty.
Honesty, like fessing up to eating a whole bag of chips before my massage.
Not that kind of honesty.
Okay.
But seriously, they stress the importance of being upfront with the spa.
Yeah.
About any health concerns, allergies.
Oh, that's a good point.
Even just preferences.
This reminds me of the time I totally forgot to mention I was allergic to lavender.
Oh, no.
Before a facial, and they slathered my face in lavender oil.
Oh, my God.
And luckily, nothing bad happened.
That's good.
But it could have.
It could have.
You know?
Yeah. So full disclosure is not just about safety.
Right.
It's about ensuring you get the most out of your experience.
Right. They can't tailor it to you if they don't know.
Exactly. They can't
Right.
personalize it if they don't have the information.
Good point.
And this actually ties back to one of the key themes that we've been discussing.
What's that?
Communication.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more.
Well, think about it. Whether it's arriving early to signal that mental shift,
Right?
or speaking up about your treatment preferences, or disclosing health information,
Yeah.
it all boils down to communicating effectively with the spa staff.
It's about being an active participant in our own well-being, not just like passively receiving treatments.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
when we approach spa days with that mindset, the whole experience becomes so much more empowering.
I love that.
It is.
It's like we're taking ownership of our self-care.
We
It's not just indulging, it's investing.
investing in ourselves.
Mind, body, and spirit.
I love that.
Okay, so before we get too philosophical, any final practical tips from Spavelous on before and after care that we haven't covered?
Well, they suggest paying attention to what your body needs after a treatment.
Okay.
Some people feel energized.
Yeah.
Others feel relaxed and sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Honor those feelings.
So if I need a nap after a massage, I should just lean into it.
Exactly. And conversely, if you're feeling energized after a facial, maybe go for a walk or do something active.
Okay.
The key is to listen to your body's cues
Yeah.
and respond accordingly.
So it's all about personalized self-care.
It really is, and that brings us to the heart of what we've been exploring today.
It's not just about ticking off a list of spa tips. It's about cultivating a mindset of mindfulness and intentionality
I love that.
when it comes to our well-being.
Absolutely, and that's a gift we can give ourselves any day of the week.
Yes.
Not just when we're at the spa.
So true.
So true. All right, so before we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
what stood out to you the most from Spavelous's advice?
You know what's fascinating to me is how many of these tips boil down to a mindset shift.
Yeah.
We often think of spa days as these like purely indulgent escapes.
Right, like a treat.
But Spavelous is saying it's so much more than that.
It is.
It's an opportunity to really connect with ourselves.
Yeah.
To prioritize our well-being.
In a very intentional way.
And to really understand that self-care is not selfish.
It's essential.
It is essential.
Yeah.
All right. Before we sign off, I want to throw out a little challenge to our listener.
Ooh, a challenge. I like it.
I want you to think back on everything we've discussed today. All the amazing insights from Spavelous.
Okay.
What is one thing that you're going to do differently on your next spa visit to truly maximize the experience?
That is such a good question.
Maybe it's arriving early to set that tone for relaxation.
Yeah.
Or finally trying that sound healing treatment.
Yeah.
Or maybe just being more present during your treatments and really savoring those moments.
Absolutely.
And allowing yourself to unwind.
Yeah. Whatever it is, we encourage you to make that commitment to yourself.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Your well-being is worth it.
It is.
Okay. That is a wrap on our Spa Day Deep Dive.
Another one?
Done. We hope you enjoyed this journey and feel inspired to create a more mindful and fulfilling spa experience for yourself.
We do. Until next time, stay curious, stay well, and keep diving deep.
And we are back for the final part of our Spa Deep Dive, Part 3. You know, before we wrap up this conversation, there's one last point from Spavelous that I wanted to touch on that I thought was really interesting.
Okay, what's that?
The idea of embracing new experiences at the spa.
Ah, yes, that's such a good point.
It's easy to get stuck in our comfort zones, right?
Totally.
Always booking the same massage.
The same facial every time.
But Spavelous encourages us to view the spa as a place of discovery.
I love that.
To try things that we might not have considered before.
I agree. It's all about broadening your horizons.
Okay, so give me some examples. What are some experiences that might surprise people?
Okay, well, how about something like Watsu?
Watsu, what is that?
It's a form of aquatic bodywork that combines massage and gentle stretching movements in warm water.
Oh, so it's like a massage yoga hybrid in a pool.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
It's incredibly relaxing, and it's supposed to be great for releasing tension and improving flexibility.
Okay, Watsu. I'm writing that down.
All right, what else? How about forest bathing?
Forest bathing, isn't that just walking in the woods?
Kind of, but it's more than that.
Okay.
It's a mindful practice of immersing yourself in nature.
Okay.
Engaging all your senses.
I see.
And connecting with the calming energy of the forest.
So you're taking the spa experience outdoors.
Exactly. And it's so beneficial for reducing stress.
Okay.
Boosting your mood and improving your overall well-being.
It's like nature's spa.
It is nature's spa.
I love that.
Yeah.
So Spavelous is really challenging us to expand our definition of what a spa day can be.
I think that's right.
It's not just about the massages and the facials anymore.
It's a more holistic approach to self-care.
Yeah.
It's about seeking out those experiences that really nourish us on multiple levels.
I love that. And I think that this really ties back to what we've been talking about throughout this whole deep dive.
Yeah.
This idea of mindfulness and intentionality when it comes to our well-being.
Exactly.
Whether it's choosing a spa that aligns with our values or communicating our needs effectively or being open to these new experiences.
It's about making those conscious choices.
It's all about approaching self-care with a sense of awareness and purpose.
Yes.
It's not just about pampering ourselves.
It's about investing.
It's about making conscious choices that support our overall health and happiness.
And that's something we can all do.
It is. And I think that's a really powerful message to take away from this deep dive.
For sure.
So as we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay. I'm listening.
Think about everything we've discussed today, all the wisdom from Spavelous. What's one thing that you're going to do differently on your next spa visit to really maximize that experience?
That's a great question for everyone to think about.
Maybe it's arriving early to set the tone, or trying a new treatment.
Or just being more present.
Or just being more present, savoring those moments, allowing yourself to truly unwind.
Whatever it is, make that commitment to yourself.
Yes, your well-being is worth it.
It is.
All right, that is a wrap on our spa day deep dive.
That was so fun.
We hope you enjoyed the journey and that you feel inspired to create a more mindful and fulfilling spa experience for yourself.
We do. Until next time, stay curious, stay well, and keep diving deep.